finally this morning, I want to get our week started by telling you some things that are really important to me. We call it Faye, what's on my mind? Transgender Day of Visibility was last week, all right, on the 31st. And I was beyond humbled to assist the major trans organizations here in South Florida with their event for Transgender Day of Visibility. Trans Inclusive, Trans Social, Ariana Center, the Mackenzie Project, they were all there. And as I said at the event, yes, I'm a cisgendered woman and I see that privilege that has, but I also know what it's like to be afraid, to not feel safe, and to feel unheard and unseen, which is why I was so taken aback when I was given the opportunity to host this big event, this important event. It brought up a lot of emotions though. You know, I always go to anger first, right? Angry because so many of our Black and brown trans women are being killed at an alarming rate, and I feel that we're constantly screaming about it, but little is being done. Did you know that the lifespan of a Black or brown trans woman is 35 freaking years old? 35, okay? That's crazy. We've got to do more. Soon after the event started, the anger turned to joy because these incredible people shine so brightly, even in the face of adversity. There were some performers like Tiffany Arriagas that blew me away. I mean, what an icon. She is just incredible. Juliana Rivera, God, she's gorgeous. I mean, like gorgeous. Like, I want to like lick her sweat. I do. My sister, Tiana Love, Miss Florida at Large, had just lost a sister herself not too many days before, but felt she had to be there to perform that evening. Then there was spoken word by Raji Naring Singh that just left me inspired, but what blew me away the most was when folks living the trans experience came up to the podium and shared their truth. I just want to say thank you. Thank you to Tatiana Williams and Adriana Tender and Trans Inclusive for the opportunity to help this community that I love so much. Check out the Transgender Day of Visibility show on Roku, Apple TV, and all social media outlets. I love you, love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of it. Seriously, from my heart. Transgender Day of Visibility is dedicated to celebrating transgender people and raising awareness of the work that is still needed for trans equality. One of the first steps towards progress is to bring awareness to everybody around you. And I stress the importance of using a trans person's correct name and pronouns. That is a required minimum. Like that is like the bottom of the barrel of what you can do to help, okay? It's a minimum way to respect trans folks and work towards creating an environment that values inclusion. Not using a trans person's name or pronouns is another form of disrespect against the transgender community as a whole. If you encounter someone not using a trans person's name or pronouns correctly, check in with the trans person, disrupt the conversation, disrupt the communication and speak up, okay? Correct the person, all right? Yeah, you might get some backlash, but you know what? It's doing the right thing where it needs to be done. Our trans community deserves care and support, now more than ever. In the last few years, states have advanced a record number of bills that attacked LGBTQ+ rights, but especially transgender youth. These bills attempt to undermine and weaken non-discriminatory laws by allowing employers, businesses, and even hospitals to turn away LGBTQ+ people. Many of these bills are directed at the transgender community directly, right? It's just literally just to them. We must continue to stand and fight for our trans community. We just must. So that's it. That's what's on my mind. Well, that's the FayWhat show. I hope that you had fun. I am really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ+ community. It's often hard for us girls. If we believe we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LBT and Q+. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore, and that girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ+ community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity. Embrace it. It's what makes us so damn strong. So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat show. Get the week started with me.